Hello everybody. Today we are coming with a little bit of a different video today. It's going to be talking about mapping. Something you can study, something you can look at, something you can use to prepare yourself for a day of fishing, whether it be a tournament or fun fishing. We have of course, I use Lowrance, so I've got a Lowrance HCS 12 Live here. What you're looking at now is a region of Lake Murray, okay? And we're going to be talking about using Navionics versus the new CMAP Reveal card, CMAP Reveal mapping card. And CMAP Reveal mapping card, a little bit different than your Navionics. You know, it's got a few extra features to it that you know, kind of make your map pop. It's more of an updated view of all that you've already become accustomed to with Navionics. So what we have here is a region of Lake Murray, and I'm just going to show you briefly the difference between your Navionics card and then your CMAP Reveal. Whatever your brand of unit is, I'm sure has some of the same features and does some of the same things, if not better or worse. It just depends. You know, some of these brands are, you know, by reputation are better than others, and sometimes you can, you know, tell those subtle differences in the mapping. But I'm using Lowrance, so I've got the CMAP Reveal, and I've also got a Navionics card inserted. All right, so what we're looking at now is a region of Lake Murray that's showing here, and this is with my Navionics card loaded. And right here you have a hump right there, okay, and it's, you know, doesn't have a buoy marker on it. And that's what, you know, that's where these things come in handy. You can find these little humps and things and points, underwater points and drains, just by using the contour lines and these cards. You can see right here that right off of that island, it kind of makes a point off the island there. You know, you can, you know, when you're running that herring bite on Lake Murray, you know, things like that are important. You know, you can zoom out and you can just about go anywhere, find you an island, or find you a strip of land, come off of it, and it makes more of a point somewhere on there than it does other areas on it. As you can see right there, it starts to drain off the island, making a point. Boom. And that's key, because you can find this stuff anywhere with the help of one of these cards, because they don't have buoy markers sitting on every spot. So there's another one coming off the island right there. Got a little hump right off the island. Here's the drain. You know, so you can go all over Lake Murray and all over certain lakes and find that stuff. There's another drain going into a creek. You know, so you can find all this stuff just by using a mapping card. Okay, and you got your contour lines and things like that. Now, when it comes to CMAP Reveal, and you can also do it on an updated Navionics card, but CMAP Reveal, we're going to look at this same region, but we're going to use CMAP Reveal this time. So I'm going to go to Menu, More Options. I'm going to go down here where it says Chart Source, and I'm going to choose my CMAP Reveal card. That's the North American, what is it, Southeast, right here. So we'll choose that, and our map, give it a second to load. We're looking at the same region of Lake Murray. All right, that's the same area, we didn't leave. But what's changed is, I'll go ahead and put the contour lines on there, just for the sake of the video. All right, so we got the contour lines on there, okay? And we'll give that a second to focus up. There we go. All right, and we've got the same hump, right there, as you know, denoted by the red shade. And we'll talk about that here in a second. And there's the other hump right there, denoted by the redder or brighter hue, the more reddish orangish color. And also your creeks meandering into these coves and things, into these coves, are also different color. And it just makes your map pop, where you can see these subtle changes and see, you know, some irregularities to where, you know, maybe highways for fish navigation. And that's what, you know, that's going to be the main purpose of using one of these cards, is finding these fish highways, finding these fish spots that that don't have so much pressure on them. And maybe you can go out with your active target, your Garmin Live Scope, or your Humminbird Mega Live, and, you know, kind of scan these areas and, you know, hopefully find that needle in the haystack, that mega school of fish or what have you. All right. So now this regional Lake Murray right here, we're looking at, you know, like I said, we've got the humps, the same thing that we had on the Navionics card, right? So just to review that, we'll go back, more options, chart options, Navionics. We'll go back to the Navionics card, and boom, there you go. Same two humps, same two humps. And that's not, I'm not knocking that at all. I mean, I'm more comfortable with this version of it, that view, but I will be using the CMAP reveal from now on because of certain advantages that it's going to give you over the Navionics. And I'll show you here right now. Let's go back to the CMAP reveal. The map will jump a little bit, so just bear with me. And we'll come out, chart options. All right, now, so here's what I like most about this CMAP reveal. Right here, we've got these contour lines, right? We've got these contour lines, and we're showing where, you know, this area in here comes up and makes a hump, and it's 6 feet on the top. Over here, comes up, it's shallow on the top, right? Deep water around. Okay, now, when I remove those contour lines, the map pops just a little more, and it gives you a little more of a perspective of what's going on. Chart options, contours, we'll go no contours, take that off, and then that's what I like to see right there. Look at that. You can see the variations of shades and colors that kind of make the map pop out just a little more. Kind of gives you more of a grade, if you want to call it, more of a perception of what's actually going on beneath the surface. And I like that. You can kind of look at that and tell it's raised. It's almost like a 3D version of it. It's raised at the top. You can see that kind of looks like it comes up at the top, and you can customize the stuff, okay? And I'll show you what I'm talking about here. These are just colors that are already set in the unit, but I have a couple of palettes that are already set, and I'm going to change it to one of them right here just to show you what it looks like. So if I go to menu, more options, chart options, and I go to shading, it's going to give me depth 1 and depth 2. And those are the headings where you can go in and set your colors. Okay, what I have here is just custom, and that's just what was already preloaded on the card. So if I go to menu, more options, chart options, shading, Then we're going to click depth 1, and that's what I've already got set. And you'll see the colors change to what I actually have set for myself. And if you look at it, that's the view that I set up for myself. I got the different colors set for different depths. Red being the real shallow stuff, and that brownish, you know, probably out to 10 feet, and the yellow out to 15 feet, and so on and so forth. So you can see that, you know, I got that reddish color is on top of that hump. If it was like really shallow, it would be more red, and so on. And that's that hump, the same hump we were looking at earlier. And then you look right there, same thing. They just kind of pop out. Okay, and how you set those colors, for example, you go to menu, more options, chart options, shading, and like I said, we're on depth 1. So we go to sorry, leave that on. Didn't mean to take that off. Leave that on depth 1. Let's give it a chance to swap back. Okay, we'll go to, menu, more options, chart options, shading. Okay, we're on depth 1, and there are my colors. If we want to change any of that stuff, we'll go to custom, and it'll bring us to this screen. And right here is where you change the colors and your depth ranges. And for example, I'll go 0. I'll change that to 0 and hit OK. Now 0 down to 10, or 9, I should say, is going to be red. And then I will change, but I'm going to change some of these because I didn't like the way some of them look. So that one I'll change to, let's say, 5 feet. Hit OK. Hit OK again right there. Now we got that, and this is the opacity. That's gonna determine how much of that color is going to appear. All right, so we can change that, and we can play with those percentages a little bit. I like to just keep them at 100. You know, that way they just kind of really pop out. And then you got, you know, I'll try to go in. I personally will try to go in increments of 5 feet. You know, until I get to a certain depth, and then I don't care, because I don't fish out to 40 feet and stuff like that. So, you know, however you want to do it, according to how you fish, then that's how, you know, whatever you're comfortable with. So that's 10 feet, 5 to 10, 10 to 20. You know, we'll change that to 15. Hit OK. And I'm fine with the colors, but you can change those colors. And I'll give you an example right here. So 40 feet and 75 feet and all that, the deeper water, let's say we'll go to 75 feet. If we tap on that color, it gives us all of these choices right here. All right, gives us all of those choices. And then you just tap on the one you want, hit OK. And that's depth 1, and you can do the same thing over in depth 2 if you need more colors. And you can run depth 1 and depth 2 at the same time if you like. So you got a bunch of choices in colors if you want your map to just be really colorful and have all the depth ranges covered. So we'll go back to depth 1, and that's what I just did. It automatically saves it when I X out of it. So if I come out, boom, and then whatever I did, you'll see it make the adjustment. And that's what it just did. It made the adjustment. So there's my color palette for Lake Murray, and you know, these things are computers, so you have to give them a chance to load and focus in once you've made your changes. So And there you go. And you know, one final thing on this CMAP reveal and any of your mapping cards. In October, I'm headed to Pickwick Lake, and I've never seen Pickwick Lake before. So I'll be using this card to help me, number one, navigate, and to help me, you know, kind of stay focused on a certain depth range, depending on, you know, where I'm finding fish, and what my study and research is telling me. Okay, so I'm going to show you Pickwick Lake real quick and show you just a real quick demonstration of what I'll be doing and what I do when I come or go to a lake that I've never seen before, such as Pickwick in October. So I'll hit my pages key, come over to waypoints, because I got a waypoint set already for Pickwick Lake. I'll go down here to find, and I'll just type pick, hit enter. There's my waypoint for Pickwick Lake. I'll highlight it, then I'll hit show. And it's going to take me out to Pickwick Lake. Okay. And remember, we're still on depth 1 on our custom chart. All right. So we still got 0 to 5 feet is red, and so on and so forth. The same colors that we set. Okay. Now, you know, Pickwick Lake is known for its ledge fishing, you know, in the summertime and things like that. You know, I'm not sure what it'll be doing in the fall, but just for the sake of the video, take a look at what happens if I was to go to Pickwick Lake in the summertime and I said, man, I want to try some ledge fishing. Here's the main river channel. You can see because of the color palettes. We got it all separated, nice and clear. We ride this river channel, we ride this river channel, and we ride this river channel, and all of a sudden we go all the way down, and we just riding, and we're just riding, and next thing you know, we go, whoa, what's that? And we zoom in, and like, okay, there's a depth change right there because the color is different. Well, we already know this white is that really deep water, right? And then that color change right there is whatever we had it set on. So right there, boom. And if we wanted to change that, we could, so that the ledges pop out even more. If we go to menu, more options, chart options, shading, and custom, there we have the you see that white? That was that river channel, and it was like crazy deep out here at 40 feet. 40 and 50 or whatever, up to 75. So 40 and 50, 60 feet in that river channel. And then, you know, you had these other colors here kind of blended together that were right next to it, right in there. That orangish looking deal right there. So you already know, based on that orangish looking color right there and what we've already got saved in our custom deal, wow, we're sitting 40, 50 feet in the river channel, and we're a cast away from 10 foot of water. And that would be your ledge sitting right on the river channel. And so now, if the fish are on the ledges, that's all we're doing. We're just riding down the river channel, and look at that. Here's another one. You're just following your color patterns all down the river channel for as far as you want to do that. Look at that. Same thing, river channel out here, and there's your ledge right there. Same thing on the other side. So that's how I'll be utilizing this thing. And one last note. I'll be brand new on Pickwick, so you know, the card and your Navionics and whatever your brand of unit is, whatever cards are compatible to your unit, they'll have the same thing. They'll have information for you to kind of go off of and maybe use if you want to. For example, on this CMAP reveal card, You see that purple fish icon? And that one? Well, if I tap on it, it'll come up fish ground. If I tap on fish ground, it gives me information about that area. Okay, and you can take that and run with it, or you can say, that don't make any sense, I'm not doing that. So, and for example, that says the mouth of Cobra Creek is good year round, as it is a refuge for bait fish and bass seeking escape from the swift currents. Summer seas schooling in this area, and when noticed, should be fished with spinnerbaits and crankbaits. That's what it says. So you can, and then, you know, if I happen to be further down the lake or whatever, and I run into, there's an island right there, gives you the name of that island, which is very popular, so I've heard. And then I click on that one, fish ground, and it gives me what Cogar Island is all about. Good year round for all species. The river side of the island is lined by stump rows, which provide excellent cover adjacent to the main river channel drop-offs, EI ledges. Okay, so that's what we're talking about. And so that's what I wanted to cover on this video. Just a little bit about the CMAP reveal card versus the Navionics card. You know, feel free to make comments, man. I know some of you guys have been using these cards for much longer than I have. I'm just trying to figure it out and maybe just put the bait out there so that guys will piggyback off of it and maybe you know, chime in with some information that'll help me out. Because like I said, I'm used to, that looks good, you know, and finding stuff just by sight and a little bit of side scan, you know, now with the active target as well. And now I'm going to incorporate the mapping card. Me personally, yeah, I'm behind the curve, but I'm fine with that. So I'll be learning this card and learning a lot more about it and trying to, you know, just open up some avenues to, you know, to improve my fishing. So if you got any comments or anything you want to add, man, just chime in, you know, do it in the comment section, and let's all get better. All right, I'm gonna get out there tomorrow and do a little fishing. It rained today, so I didn't get a chance to get out there, but there's like a 20% chance tomorrow, so I'm gonna get out there and do a little fishing, and hopefully I can put a video together and make it a little interesting. All right, see y'all later. Peace.